No. What I'm getting is there's a false knight coming through. This is the Romeo card, but it's a little bit of a false knight. And the reason I take that to be such is because somebody's walking away. Somebody's defensive, and somebody is walking away. Something unsatisfying here. This is a little bit dreamy, and not well grounded and really well put together. That's what I'm getting. Answer's no. Sorry.
Jeez.
Those are the three that I get. I'm not sugarcoating shit for no one. I'm too old for that. So, nah.
Okay.
Sorry, I would love to say yes, but that's not what the cards showed. And that's just based on these cards. You guys know I always say trust your own highest intuition. Above me, above any other tarot reader. You need to trust your own intuition. It's something we all need to do. Sermon over. No chart.
Jeez, Angela.
I'm a little feisty tonight. Go figure. All right.
So Lewis is asking,
Okay.
Angie, please tell me, will I be okay at work?
Lewis, will you be okay at work? We're going to Saucer Beetle for Lewis right now. This is the Saucer Beetle Tarot, and don't underestimate this one. It's cute. Will you be okay at work? I get the feeling that you will. There's some kind of indecision that's going on, and there's a choice that needs to be made. This is really tricky. It's embracing what his heart's desire here with the Lover's card. Then the choice, two things are not the same. The Queen of Swords is coming through. Something that's going to be decisive and fair, but somebody's going to get cut. There's going to be something that's a difficult choice to be made. I'm going to get a little nosy because I want to see one more. I think you're going to be okay. Somebody is definitely plotting and planning, and you better show up in your best self and not your petty lower self, because the devil in the house means somebody has either got your number or they're pushing your buttons. One more down here, you bet.
Wow.
Two of Cups. I think you're going to be okay. This one is as strong or better than the Lovers. It's when there's equal partnership. So you need to be offering good offerings to whatever is going on at work in a way that's equal and suits you. And whatever this monkey business nonsense is, beware, be warned. Okay, that's what I got.
Wow, Ange.
Yeah, I think the answer is yes, based on these here. But these are saying, it might feel a little treacherous. That's a dramatic word, isn't it? But that's what I'm getting. The word is treacherous. Be careful. Be wise in your words and who you tell words to. Choose them very carefully.
So Kim texted me, I hope they do she does a Mach Jesus.
Am I in Mach Jesus mode? I think I might be close. I'm feisty and I'm feeling... Yeah, you're going to ask an answer.
So Lewis said, thank you. Yay, Angie is the best.
You're welcome. You are so welcome.
Okay.
Your call.
Okay.
Phil's here, so Phil's calling some shots.
This will be officially
Pay it forward?
a Pay It Forward show.
Oh.
So it's free reads.
So what happens on the usual is this.
Yes.
What happens tonight is I surrender.
Yes, this is the normal.
The regular list is out the window for right now.
Back in effect on Monday.
On Monday.
Today.
I'll get as nosy as I want, go as deep as I want. The micros are off the table
on for
and
like
it's going to fly.
So, Vivian, will I move this year?
Let's see what the secret mirror has for Vivian. Will you move this year? We're going to go line of 5. Now we're in. We're in like
I'm going to pick at random, everybody. So don't get them in a bunch.
You know what? You need to retreat for a minute, not put yourself in such a high gear. You will move a little bit later on, but you're going to have more options and choices if you wait just a little while longer. You have the rest and the overwhelming love, the star, the dreams, the hopes. There needs to be more planning and partnering. A little bit of confusion and a little bit of delay, actually. You need to sort a little bit better. The reward is there. The answer is yes, but not as soon as you think. Take it slow. Slow ride, take it easy. All right, that's what I got.
Whoa.
Boom. Yeah.
So,
all right.
All we ask on these shows is follow,
and share,
like, and share.
Do the things, do the things. So yeah, when we do the Pay It Forward, and we do it about once a month, once every month and a half, we get the bug. Let's do it.
Let's do it. We haven't done one in a while either.
Yeah, we're due. We're
okay,
due
wow. Okay, she said thanks.
You're welcome.
All right, I barely caught that. All right, of course, we got 40 people in the room.
Well, let's go.
So here we go. Near. Is Anthony missing me romantically?
Is Anthony missing you romantically? This is the Witches Tarot, Witches Academy. Not Witchling Academy, but Witches Academy. Is Anthony missing you? Yeah, he is. There's something that he's thinking. Now it's coming more forward that he's thinking and feels like there is something he's longing for. There's longing in here, holding boundaries in here. There's this need to or desire to support here. There's a victory that comes from this, and it's like he doesn't know. There's a delay on this card. It comes in reverse, feels reversed. It has to not just be in reverse, but feel reversed. With this many cards, I've got to feel it. This is when there's access to something important that's VIP, but it feels like a delay. There's a delay in the recognition. So he's a little slow to the party is what I can say on that. But yeah, that's what I've got, yes. The card of longing, that 8 of Cups, that means you need to go towards something you're longing for, and you're missing something. You're missing something.
All right, the room's going to start rocking and rolling, so if you do tell Angie thanks, I will try and catch it.
But otherwise, just, you're welcome.
Yes.
You're welcome.
Julie, is Cole missing me since I went no contact?
Julie, that's not your question. Is Cole missing you since you went no contact? I don't think so, but that's not your question. Give me a second. He's feeling like this is a good thing. This is the card of victory, but he's victory to send you on your way. Show her this card. It's not a very kind one, but this is what's coming through. What does Julie actually need to know right now? Oh, I'm getting that yeah, you're good to be well on your way. Well shot of him is what I'm getting. That's very English, but well shot of him. I don't know what that's about. Holy shit, I'm sorry. Oh, yeah. He will never see what you ever offer, ever. You are well shot of him. You need to set up your own kingdom for what it is. Don't refuse the situation that's trying to move forward. Don't get in your own way. Don't be underfoot. Anything else she needs to know? Temperance and the Lovers. You've had enough patience on this. You need to choose to follow your heart, not follow this person. No. It's like the energy is if you figure out that you're going to be taken for granted in a certain circumstance, certain situation, it gives you the Chariot. It gives you more freedom to move forward. And I'm just getting well shot of him again. You can do better. That's a really kind of judgy, harsh, bitchy thing to say, but that's what's coming through, sweetie pie.
Ooh. Okay, Angie.
I'd love to tell you different. Not what the cards are telling me. That's not what the feeling is. That's not what the energy is. Yeah. Move on.
Okie doke, Ange.
Yeah. Sorry.
Hey, ready?
Of course.
Brandy, our Brandy.
Yay!
I am ready to start my business, or am I letting my doubts hold me back? Am I ready?
Are you ready to start your business, or are you letting your doubts hold you back? We're going to the Witch's Tarot from Eileen Dugan. One of my favorites. I love this deck. Are you ready? Yeah, you're ready. You're in your head a little bit here, but you're mostly ready. Fruits of labor coming in. There needs to be a little bit of evaluation. Teamwork's coming in. And here we have the big coin here. Yeah, you're ready. What else do you need to know? You can be practical, grounded, and evaluate without having doubt creep in. Yeah, you're ready. You're ready. You've set up things that are needing to be in place. The defenses are there. There is some kind of resilience coming through here. And perfect partnering, perfect timing. This is great. This is coming through more as timing than partner is coming as time. You now, destiny meeting. Time.
Wow, Ange.
Yeah, love it. This is a great deck, guys. This is a fun one. It is, like, I did have minis of this, but I have 4 of them. I have these other 2 that I love of this deck, and then the minis are just so small, it's hard to do with nails, so it's like, all right.
Okie doke.
3 usually.
All right, if you've never been to one of Angie's shows, Angie has about
760 tarot and oracle decks. Just way too many decks. I love tarot. Love it.
Everything.
Love it. So, yeah.
That is all her decks.
Yeah.
She tries to rotate them around.
I do. In fact, we're doing this a little bit differently tonight, so we're going to bring these bad boys up here, too.
What are you doing, Ange?
I'm fucking around.
Oh.
All right, let's see what's going on.
Okay,
because I'm just going to slam him back in there, and I'll try and rotate more through so you guys can see more of it. All right.
Hi, Krista. No, this became a Mach Jesus show. It is free reads tonight.
It is the
I'm
Pay It
so
Forward
glad you're
show.
here. I am picking at random. Please like, share, follow. That's all we ask. Angie's normal days are Monday and Wednesday
at 11 o'clock
11
Utah
a.m.
time.
Utah time.
And then I will gladly take your money and I'll give you a read.
And
that is like making
give you a hell of a read.
Yeah.
A hell of a read.
Yeah. Then you'll see me laying out 25 cards going blah, 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 blah.
Okay, Suzanne, our Suzanne.
Okay.
Will they pay me back?
Will they pay you back?
Will they back pay me? Sorry. Will they back pay me?
Will they back pay you? We're in the journey of Oz and Wonderland. Will they back pay you?
Thanks for the follow.
They might, but it's going to take a little bit of work. What I'm getting is the Hermit. They're holding on to something. They're keeping it separate for a while. You have the truth, something that is on your side. This is something you know. There's going to be needing to be the new start energy, something new that's going to have to be arrived at. The painful knowledge is here. This is the only one that's saying no, but this is saying they're going to take their time. I've heard of cases before, even recently, where somebody gets bonus paid or overpaid, and then they want to take it all back right away, and it's like, how the hell are you doing this? It needs to be more sensible than that. This is a difficult situation. It's difficult to navigate. But the Magician's here. I think the answer is yes, but it's going to be tricky in the getting of it. So stay on top of whoever it is and keep your receipts in order, what you need to have. And by receipts, I mean keep your paperwork or proof of what you put in for the time, the hours, the whatever it is that they owe you. You need to have some kind of proof. I mean, not to get all Judge Judy about it, but get a little bit Judge Judy about it, eh? All right.
Okay, Ange. Wow.
What?
Okie doke. Woo. Suzanne said, thank you guys. Love you. Okay.
You're welcome. Good luck with that.
All right. Tara. I think it was Tara. That is what Angie normally does. $20 blind oracle. The $30 year ahead. Those are the one question. And then the specialty reads are Bones with Cards, Crystal Ball. Those are the apps that we use. Now, tonight being a free show, we're not going to really...
We're doing it
We're kind of doing a pay it forward show, but if you do join Angie on a Monday or a Wednesday, those would be the prices.
And if I feel like going in crazy and I get the urge to go to a
if something
crazy
comes
spread,
through,
I will. Yeah, and the
will
guides
honor
are
it.
always with me. So
But-
if my guides want to pop in and chime in, then I always, like, they want something to come through, they're going to come through. So, and usually that's Lucy, Mo, Nell, and Gog. So those are my guides that I work with. So, okay. So, yeah. All right, you need to read me the questions.
Okay, AI, I believe it is AI.
Okay.
Should I leave my situation with Bill and move out? Thank you. I believe it's AI.
Okay. I think this is the spark within you or something like that, Dick. Should you leave your situation? Answer is yes. What's going on here? We've got the Fool and the new start, a choice that needs to be made. The Two of Wands here. This is expanding your horizons. We got the Five of Cups here. Something that needs to be grieved. And what I got before I even laid the cards down is Miss Independence. Independence Day. What is that? Who sings that? Messina? Is it Jody Messina? It's Independence Day. That's coming through. Let freedom ring.
Yeah, that's not for...
Yeah, that one. But the white dove
Somebody
sing.
will put it in there. Put it.
Yeah. It's a day of reckoning. Something, it's Independence Day. Yes, yes. I'm sorry, but that one's coming through. So, yeah, I can go louder than that, but it probably won't be on key or anything. You don't want to hear that shit. What else is going on? The security that you felt once is not there. The security is in the strength. The security is in your own strength, and your victory is coming through. Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, I said that.
Martina, not Messina. But that's who it is. Yes. And that's what's playing like anthem strong. You need to be free of this. There needs to be something that you break free of rather strongly and independently and significantly. And like, don't let the door slam him in the ass because you're better off. This is what's going on. There is a huge amount of energy coming through on this. What else does she need to know? The sky doesn't fall in if you do this. The whole world doesn't come crashing down around you if you do this. This choice is actually better for you. Look, the Empress comes in. You have the power. You wield the power. You are the Empress. Welcome it coming in. Strong, strong, strong. You will be making separation. This is the card of separation. It feels like poverty, lack, and ruin, but it's separating from what is traditional for your own damn good. You are not the poor little match girl. You are the fucking Empress. Remember it. And what are you separating from? Yeah, the devil. Yeah. Yeah. This is what's coming in. And I think there's a lot of this energy that, I mean, the planets astrologically are bonkers right now. So, yeah.
Woo.
That's what's going on.
All right. Yes. Like, share, follow. Like, share, follow. Thanks for the follows. I've seen them come through.
So, that's what's going on. Good luck with that. And it's not the end of the world. It's just not. It's difficult, but not the end of the world.
All right. I'm picking at random, guys. The screen is moving quick. Katie.
So, Katie.
Will there be a relationship between Robert and I in the future?
We're going to folklore for Katie. Katie and Robert. There's a gentleman coming in.
Tasha, you'll be next.
Energy between Katie and Robert. Okay. Pillars. A, B. Person A, person B. You know who's who. Wow, we've got two queens here and the Knight of Cups. Wow. If this one can be tempered, it will be good because we've got the Queen of Swords, the Queen of Wands. These two fuel each other. So whatever this inspiring, truthful energy is on this side, there's a little bit of romance touching it here. You've got the Seven of Cups here. There's choices that need to be made. Usually this is confusion, smoke and mirrors, a little bit too pie in the sky thinking. You need to get grounded. Whoever this person is needs to get grounded. Now this person over here, person B. All right, we have the Six of Wands. That's a victory here. We have the Four of Wands, and then we have the Moon. I think things are good for person A and person B. There's a coming together that needs to happen, but somebody needs to step out of fear. Somebody else needs to step out of having their heads in the clouds. There needs to be room to meet in the middle. What's the challenge on this? Whew, the Lovers. I think this bodes very well. Show her this. Please show this. This is a great card. This goes very well. You need to be able to harmonize and work well together, but yeah, there is good energy in this moment for this pairing. That's what I've got for you.
Woo!
Yeah, that's complete. This is called the Folklore Tarot. It's really pretty and really sweet looking, but it's not exactly a clone of Rider-Waite, but it's a great little deck. So that's what I got. Gorgeous energy. Yeah, good luck on that. If this one can come out of the clouds and this one can come out of the fear, because the moon is all about passing through the gates of fear, then
Katie put, he works
great.
a lot.
Workaholic isn't the end of the world. That's better than somebody that's work shy and doesn't know how to work a day in their life. Believe you me. So yeah, and you know, sometimes nobody's perfect. They have their certain flaws. If they work a lot, you don't know if you can live with a workaholic or not until you've been with one, and then you have to figure it out. So
She said thank you.
you're welcome, honey. Good luck.
All right, Tasha.
Okay.
Our Tasha.
Our
Auntie,
Tasha?
tell me what you see.
We're going to Pope Girl Tarot for you. Pope Girl Tarot. This is one of my favorites. This one I should put on my list to get another one of. I say it every time it's in my hands. I should have ordered this one. I just didn't think of it. It wasn't in my cart tonight. Should have ordered a second one of this. For Tasha. We're going to do a 9-pack for you, sweetie. This is what's coming up. Wow. Limiting beliefs are getting in your way, sweetie. I don't know what's going on. You've not put your priorities in order how they need to be, so you're getting a little bit of a sermon. You know what this is about. You know this is limiting beliefs and holding yourself hostage. Something. Sneaky Pete's running wild on your ass right now. This is like somebody is getting you to doubt your priorities and not take care of yourself in a good way. You need to leave what's not fulfilling, and you've been on the battlefield. This feels like recent past. Why are you selling yourself short? Because the time to do that is over. Done. Done. Complete. Like if you were here, I'd pop you right in the head and I'd say, hey, do not sell yourself too short. The King of Swords is here. You need to think down the track. You've got to let go of something. You've got to grieve it and move on. Here. What we've got going here. Conscious and in the present time, the Lover's a choice. Is this one really, really, really connected to you strongly? No. There's a heart's desire that's deeper than what's going on, that's doubt. Whatever this is about, whether it's about a person or a project, I'm not sure, but your heart needs to be fully invested and they need to be equally invested. And if they're not, no. King of Pentacles here. You got to get over this. Owie, ow. There's something that it's like you're just kind of stuck here. Like you want to pivot, but your boots have been in the mud so long that they're dried there. I'm not loving that. Now let's see what happens. 6 of Wands victory. How do we go with that? Cut the shit, baby cakes. That's what I got. Cut the shit right here. This is the Queen of Swords. She's fair and she's right 99% of the time. And she's abrasive, but she's right, damn it. What do you want to go towards? This. The synchronized time. Where you move through the threshold. Where you move through the portal. Easily. This is 11 moments that you should be moving towards. Synchronicity. Get out of your head as far as the doubts go. Don't sell yourself short. Don't under-prioritize yourself anymore. That game is old. That's just a game of avoidance and you know better. All right.
Wow, Ange.
Well, Tasha can take it. All right. They don't call me feisty for nothing.
Oh, Ange.
Yeah. Hey, it is what it is, folks.
It is. It is what it is.
Yeah, the cards that come are the cards that come. The energy that comes. What do I gain by not telling you what's coming through? What's coming through is what's coming through. Am I right 100% of the time? No. Anybody says they're right 100% of the time, they're lying. So, okay.
She put a heart with laugh emojis, Ange.
Yeah. So that's what I got. Okay.
Oh, man. Okay, Sandra, whatever the cards need me to know.
For Sandra. Well, Sandra, the cards want you here. Stained Glass Tarot. And some of these I'm going to have to...
We're going to be on till the top of the hour. I will try to get everyone. I promise. I will try.
Sandra. What is bent here? Bent bookends. What's going on? Bent bookends. It's like when you're in the library and they've got the bookends going on, and the old bookends used to have to slide under the books, and then they had this piece that would hold it here in place, and the bent bookends are here. You're yielding on both sides of something that you shouldn't yield on. Justice is here. The Two of Cups is here. Under the Justice card is the Three of Cups. This is you need to be celebrated, not tolerated, and you know that is the lesson. You know that's the karmic lesson. You know to the bone that that's the karmic lesson. Two of Cups is over here. Once you start honoring that, things shift big. And the more you honor it, things shift. It doesn't mean things speed up rapidly fast. It doesn't mean, oh, I'm going to celebrate myself today and Mr. Right's knocking on the door tomorrow. No. What it means is when you start celebrating yourself more and being around those that are your soul tribe, your soul family, those that lift you up instead of tolerating you, they celebrate. They're like, yahoo, she's here. That's whose energy you need to be around, and more of it. This Two of Cups is coming down the road and it doesn't feel like it's too far. I don't know if this is soul family or if this is romance. We've got the Knight of Swords here, not the Knight of Cups, the Knight of Swords, the truth and being in integrity with self coming through. The Moon, something about this month is very, very pivotal for you in the learning of lessons. I want to snoop on that. Same deck, second deck, different edges you see. So let's see what's going on. What are you supposed to be learning and tuning into this month? You cannot make this shit up. This is why I have so many damn decks. This is your lesson. Celebrate yourself. Do not be where you are tolerated. Oh, yeah, great. She's here again. Who needs that energy? They need to be like, yay! Hallelujah! She's here! Finally, the party can begin. Some people will be like that whenever they see you. They'll be like, we've been waiting for you to get here. We are so excited you came. We thought you weren't going to show up. You need to show up for yourself. Celebrate for yourself. King of Wands wants to come in. Flip this so your ego is a little happier and start inspiring others. You need to lead. You need to coordinate. You need to be a little bit more social butterfly on this. Just a little bit more. We have the Nine of Cups here. Wishes coming true because you're enjoying life a little bit more. I'm loving this for you. And then let's just get a little bit of a clarifier for this Two of Cups just because I'm that nosy today. I am that nosy of a bitch. So let's look. Ooh. This is fresh love offering, but it's young love offering. Be careful, be careful. It's something new, but something substantial. That's the one that usually has the fish in the water. It's the stinky fish tea. It's going to look a little bit different, but something new starting. I am not getting that this is happening this month. Be very, very clear. You've got your homework to do this month. Then move forward. And if you keep putting everything dependent on this bastard showing up, you're just going to delay it. So don't do that. All right, done.
Jeez, Ange.
What? Is what it is. Oh, these cards are mixed. That's okay. That is going to happen sometimes. Honey, you just take these cards over there, okay?
Why, Ange?
I won't mix them up and do it that badly again. Or maybe I will. We'll find out. But whatever. I'll have to sort them later. Who has time right now?
Said thank you.
You're welcome, honey. Yeah. They need to be like, yes! Oh, fuck yeah, she's here. When you feel that, when you're with somebody that you feel that excited that they're there, that's when fun really begins. And you get in flow so fast. Yeah. All right.
Woo, okay, Val, we'll see and I reconcile in 2025. Thank you.
We'll see and you reconcile in 2025. We're going to the Star Maiden Tarot for you on that. Will you reconcile in 2025? This is a weird time to be asking those kinds of questions, guys. Honestly, there's so much strange energy going on. Please don't. That's what I'm getting. Seven of Cups, smoke and mirrors, just games, procrastination. No. Move the fuck on is what I'm getting, and that is coming through really pronounced. Move on. Six of Cups, that's nostalgia straight up. We're going to the second deck. Same deck, second deck. Let's see what's going on. It looks like you might want that to happen, but it doesn't look like it would be for your highest good. What does she need to know for her highest good regarding this nitwit? And no, I'm not making any bones about it. I'm not making nice about it. I'm not sugarcoating shit tonight. Not tonight, folks. Not tonight. This guy prevents you from honoring your own inner magic. This is the card I call the Batman card. It's the Page of Pentacles because they've been the student so long and they have the gift in their hand, but they're going around acting like they're Robin. You're Batman, damn it. You are the main character in your life. You don't need to wait and be somebody else's sidekick or accoutrement or entourage or accessory. No, you are the lead character in your life. Time to step into that. You have all the magic in your hands, ready to go. All the skills, ready to go. Reconciliation on this is going to lead you down a really stupid path. And I can't say it any more plainly. I'm getting a vibe that is a similar vibe of something that is a reference in my mind, and we're just going to keep the names out of the situation. But lather, rinse, repeat on a relationship that doesn't work doesn't make it any better. Like, when your hair is clean, you don't need to lather, rinse, repeat 55 times. Twice is going to do it. And you've already had that lesson. Two of Wands. This is you needing to expand your horizons. This is a card of planning and partnership and planning for better partnership. And somebody that's got your back, not putting the swords in it. The gift is when you recognize it's in your hand. That's your reward. That's your new start. It's going to be huge. So honor what is within you. Okay, that's enough preaching. And
wow, Ange.
that came in hot. Sorry. Said with love. All the love in my heart. But no, that energy that... Move on. Move on. There's only pain in reconciliation with this bastard.
Wow.
And he might be a totally nice, wonderful person for somebody else. But there's somebody better for you than this. You don't need to go through this shit again and again and again. Your heart doesn't need to be stomped. And there's probably were some good times and some good aspects about it, because that Six of Cups comes up like a pain in the butt. But the smoke and mirrors, nah. Okay, that's what I got. This is the Star Maiden Tarot. It's a great one. As you can tell, I like it because I got two, and you can tell.
She put thank you, love you.
You're welcome, honey. You're welcome.
Okay, Ronnie.
Okay.
Is this new job going to be a good fit for me? Go as deep as you want.
Okay, Ronnie, 1 second. Is this new job going to be a good fit for Ronnie? Give me just a second. I want some water. Your deck isn't on this table. I don't know where it is. But...
Oh, Sydney, you'll be next,
Okay.
Sydney. Good to see you.
This is the Hanson Roberts. This is one of my favorites. Is this job going to be good for you? For Ronnie. What do we need to know? I'm getting the layer cake, so think of like a wedding cake, how the tiers are bigger at the base, and then the next section and the next section. That's the way the spread is going right now.
Froze for a second there. Okay, cool.
Is this job good for Ronnie? It's challenging. It does something, it screws with the way you do relationships a little bit. You need to learn to separate what's going on for work and play a little bit more. You got the messaging and the burden, and then you're having to be resilient, and then a lot's coming at you. This is a lot of wands coming up all at once in this. A lot. A lot. This is coming up really, really strong. The moon's coming in here. I want to see what else is going on these. Just 1 second. Something's in this burden card here. And I want to say it from this deck. You might need to get something that works a little bit better for you to have more peace in your relationship, or you need to find a way to have more peace in general if you want the job to work for you. It's having too much crossover. It feels like there's too much of your work that you're bringing home, or too much of your relationship you're bringing to work. And sometimes that's a good thing. But for your case, in this situation, in this now moment of time, it's not so great. It's really fucking not great.
Jesus.
Not great at all. Not great at all. If you can't separate your workspace from your relationships, something's got to give. The Two of Rods here is saying something's really got to give. And here you have victory in relationship. And then you finish and complete something. I wouldn't say give your 2 weeks today. I wouldn't say, fuck you, boss man. No, I would not say that just yet. But you need to evaluate how you can do this a little bit better, or what you want to change. Because this is not going to serve you. There's conflict all over the place here. There's moon and crazy energy here. It's like you have 2 months to get your shit together, to figure it out, to get it in a row. And I would give them no more than that. This is coming in with a timestamp on it, and that's what I got. That's complete.
Whoa.
Yeah. And this is the Hanson Roberts, and it's an oldie but a goodie. But it doesn't come in like regular size. I mean, look how puny small this is. This is the biggest it ever comes, this deck. So, yeah. Two of Wands, 2 months, 2 months, 2 months, 2 months. Yeah. So figure out what it is that you want to do. Prioritize what it is that you want. Because it's taking too high of a toll when you don't compartmentalize it. So, yeah.
Okay, Ange. Wow.
Yeah. Ooh, and these are slippery without their little borders on them. And I took the borders off of these ones, and holy cow, they're slippery little bastards.
And she said thank you.
You're welcome. You are so welcome. And if you want to get this deck, there is this mini version of this deck, but I recommend the bigger one. I liked it better, and I like the book that came with it better if you can still find it. Now, I don't know if you can. That might be the challenge, but yeah.
Okie doke.
Because they did change the guidebook just a little bit between the two. But it's a good deck. Good all around. Where did I
Okay,
put...
what are you doing?
I'm looking for where it came from. trying to put cards away. You can give me another question.
Okay, next up we have Sydney. Now,
Okay.
Sydney is family.
Our Sydney! Yay! Yay!
Sydney is our niece.
Okay, Sydney, what's the
So
question?
she put, new boy, what do the cards say?
We're going to go to some teeth kickers for you because we're not fucking around with this. You're not going to love me, but you're going to love me. I know you love me. These ones are coming out of the teeth kickers box. You betcha. You betcha. New boy. What does new
She
boy
said,
got?
bring it.
This is very much a do-it-yourself construction kind of thing. This is build it, piece by piece, brick by brick. You have to build it, build it, build it. This is something that, whoa, those two want to come out. You should be doing, yeah, new boy is good. New boy is good. Okay, this is what's coming up. You're going to have echoes of a past lesson. This is you rising to your higher self, separating from something traditional. You need to be aware of the false knight. If this guy is turning out promises, and new boy isn't the one that you're thinking of now, it would be somebody else. If this guy actually is grounded and he does what he says, trust him by his words. Let his actions do all the talking on this. Because you're done with the false promises, false knight, bullshit artist. You're done with this. If he promises too much, if he's too good to be true, don't even go out with him. Just cancel the date. Okay, if new boy, if this is past echoing and you just got a little bit of this, and new boy is actually more reasonable and your higher self is intact, you'll know the lesson and you'll be ready. This is when you're going to feel celebrated, honored, and they'll see you warts and all, flaws and all, and you will know. You will know. You'll be able to be like, yeah, give me that Big Mac. I want 3 of them. I'm hungry today. Stay out of my way. You'll be able to lay it out for this person. You're not going to be, oh, I'll take the side salad with 3 croutons. No, you need to be totally and fully authentically yourself. And if they can deal with that kind of fire, you let them deal with it. This is what you need. This is what you want to leave behind. And you need to use your discernment to get there. Queen of Pentacles. Know your value. Know your worth right in the center. She knows how to turn the Christmas tree from the tumbleweed to Christmas tree. She knows what's in her pantry. She knows everything in her pantry and knows what to make out of it. Knows how to make the most out of it. But you don't have to do that with another person. You do that with your resources and you make the most out of them. Value yourself first and foremost. Because I know self be true, motherfucker. Yes. You don't need this echoing in your head. If this comes in, you leave it behind. This kind of like nagging, bitching, screaming, shrill, shrill, shrill. If you're getting some of the shrill voices or words that are not coming through, that not ringing true, you need to step away from this. You need to go towards 2 of Cups. They need to bring equally. Sid, if they aren't bringing equally to you, then don't waste your time. You're not meant to do 90% of the relationship. No. People will say, oh, the relationship needs, everybody needs to put in 50-50. Bullshit. You need to put in authentically. They need to put in authentically. And if it's equal and it jives, great. And if it doesn't, good times, bye-bye. Don't compensate for them. Do not. This is, you may have seen relationships where you have lessons and learnings about standing your ground and getting defensive and being too defensive. And you may have seen where you have defended too long and waited too long. This needs to be cut in half. The burden needs reduced. This is not traditionally how this card is read, but this is how it's feeling. And then you got to dance with the resources. You got to find what is the balance for you. What feels stable. That's a card where it shows instability, but she's got resources in her hand. So this is not balance and juggle, balance and juggle, balance and juggle. You shouldn't have to struggle. It should be a dance. That's what I've got. And how do you not say the hips don't lie with this card? That's what I've got. Honor what your hips are telling you.
What?
That means if you feel it in your loins, girl, you know the difference between lust and love already. You know the difference. But when they both come together, you know. You don't know shit. You're a man. Sorry. You're an old man from old school, old man. I love that old man. But he's not going to give you a woman's liberated view on that. No. No. You know when the hips don't lie and it's great, and you know when it's just lust or it's actually something deeper. New boy is probably pretty good for you. You need to have your own issues resolved and come to it fresh. All right. Enough of that. Sorry, Sid.
Whew. Okay, Sydney said thank you.
You're welcome, honey.
Trusting my hips here.
Yeah, don't tell your mama I said that. Sydney lives way over towards the East Coast, and her mama lives in the Southwest. So big difference. So, but
East Coast.
Almost.
Freaking Nashville.
I was trying to be discreet, but thanks,
whatever.
dude.
She's in Nashville. Try and find her. I dare you.
No, don't you do that.
You'll
You guys
deal with me.
leave her alone. Phil, you need to be quiet now. Phil.
And Krista put, Phil, the message isn't meant for you, bro.
Yeah, bro. Don't get your nuts in a twist there, Buster. Just don't do it.
Oh, man.
You shouldn't let me wear this shirt. It makes me too feisty.
Oh, my God. She's laughing. She's laughing. Oh, my
Okay.
God. Good to see you, Sydney.
Great to see you, honey.
All right, Janica, do you see love coming?
Janica, do I see
Jamie,
love
you'll be
for
next.
Janica. We're going to the Everyday Witch for Janica. Janica, this is really interesting. It's like slow sipping tea. What do we got? We got rose tea. What's going on with that? It's very tart, like rose hips tea. What's that? Rose tea? Rose tea? Yeah, I'm getting a tart rose tea. I don't know my teas well enough to tell you what that is. Is love coming? Yes. What's going on? Knight of Cups is coming in a little bit more true than I've seen in a while. This is coming in. This is offering, new offering, fresh start. You come, ride the horse for yourself. For sure, you've heard me say that. Be independent and not codependent. You know the difference, sweetie. We know that you know the difference now. The Hermit's in the house here. Let your solitude serve you.
It's been a love drought like forever.
Yeah, it's not going to be a love drought forever anymore. We've got the Knight of Wands meeting up here. This is, wow, this is coming in. Two people here, two people. We got the King of Cups, Knight of Wands here, Ace of Swords here. Hang on, let me get a second deck. Same deck, second deck, different edges. What's going on in the energy in between? Give yourself a little bit of time. There's something going on. What are we getting? This comes in after the 4th of July. Okay, Mo is here, and she's telling me to look for mid-July, and she's like pointing to, you know how she does the post-it notes? Mo is one of my guides if you're new in the room. She like writes things on post-it notes, and she's got July 15th, post. I don't think something's happening on July 15th. She's meaning after July 15th. So whatever you're doing in the meantime, enjoy the hell out of it. Have fun, but that would be the beginnings of something. Coming through here, the independent woman meets the King of Cups, somebody more balanced, somebody ready. New relationship here, King here, balanced. Big Kahuna knows how to balance the ups and downs of emotions and stay calm. But there's also a sense of aloofness and cool detachment with this one. So it doesn't mean that they're as cold as the King of Swords, but they're a little bit aloof. So just be aware. Your solitude needs to be honored. You don't need to be orbit mode around anybody. Let everybody orbit around you a little bit. Ace of Swords, that's the truth that is needed here, and the solitude that's honored here. That's what's come forward. Anything else that challenges this? Fuck yeah. Don't go for security. Don't go for just security, or who has the most money or whatever. No, don't go for whoever looks the best on paper or whoever's going to be most impressive to your friends. You need to go for what's most impressive to your heart and to your soul. That's complete.
Woo.
Yeah, that's what I got. Holy cow. Yeah, and don't worry, from now to July 15th. Okay, yeah, she's doing the arrow. It's July 15th and then the arrow forward. So that means forward. That's what I got.
Wow.
Yeah. Holy schmoly. Yeah.
If you say so, Ange.
I do say so. Are you wanting to read the cards? Are you wanting to say? I didn't think so, sucker.
Sucker? What are you, Booker T?
I'm Booker T. I'm Booker fucking T. You bet. And if you don't know wrestling, you don't care. But yeah, sucker is what he would say.
Janica said, thank you.
You're welcome, Janica. You're welcome, honey. And your last Facebook thing, beautiful. You should never forget how beautiful you are, sweetie. Ever, ever, ever. Gorgeous. All right.
All right. Yeah, guys, follow us on Facebook. Find us. Follow us. I had to get a new Facebook. Mine got
Hacked.
Mine got hacked, so I had to start a new one.
So yeah, and we tell
Ridiculous.
people if he responds, that's legitimately going to be him responding to you.
Shucky ducky. That's right, QB. Yeah, somebody knows what's going on.
Shucky ducky, yeah. That's right.
Oh,
Okay.
my hell. Okay. Jamie was up next. Let me find Jamie, sorry.
All right.
All right.
You got Green
Scroll
Acres
back.
coming
yes,
through
I
there.
gotta scroll. Here we go. Will I do well at my craft show this weekend? Miss you guys, and I lost my main account. Oh, that sucks.
Will you do well at your craft show this weekend? Do you zip it for a minute? Yeah. The answer is yeah. Yeah.
Sin, you'll be next.
There's something about this craft show that feels like really, really good. And I don't know if you're just going to do well on the monetary sense, but it feels like you will. It feels like also connections are going to be made that are kind of good, kind of strong. What's going on with that? Let's see what the cards have to say. You're worried and in your head, but your true self is showing up really strongly. Now, I want to be careful with this one. Honey, be careful with this one. This is the Pixie Pop Tarot, but this is anxiety. Just get your rest. Be ready for the show. I think you're going to do fine. Be true to yourself. There's something coming in that feels really, really good. You need to let some of the burden down. You've worked really, really hard. Yeah, you've worked really, really hard and you're almost at the end of it. The truth that you carry forward with integrity is good. This is being your own hero, setting things up on your own terms. I can hardly keep track of these cards. I want to see what else is going on. Just let me get a little nosy, okay?
Jeez, Angie, I'm not going to be able to show all these.
That's all right. They're small enough. You can show a few at a time.
I'll try. Yeah.
Okay, we're going to go to the Rings of Fortune Tarot. Very, very clone kind of deck. I want to see what else you need to know about this weekend. Set it up on your own terms. You set the terms. Whether it's the rates, the prices, the whatever, you set the terms. You will adjust accordingly. There's been a lot going on in this, and it feels like there is something that's a connection coming in here that's important for you.
As nosy as you want.
See what's going on with business this weekend. Yeah. Da-da-da-da-da. Charge. Celebrate. Money. Yes. Yeah. It's going to be a good weekend. Keep your head on straight. Don't worry. Don't be in your head. Don't be lost in your head. Be very aware of what you're bringing forward for the world and bring it. Show up, be there, bring it. Be your own best advocate in this day, in this moment. Be very, very present. Use your ears twice as much as usual. That doesn't mean let somebody blather on, but listen to the intent. Okay, that's clear.
Wow, Edge.
Yeah, she's got it. She's got it.
All right.
Yeah.
I need a good show. It's been a hard year.
Yeah. Go in confidently. Go in confidently. If you go in with all this worry in your head, you're going to sabotage yourself right from the jump. So let that go. Move forward, move forward. You're about to set things down and set a new pacing. So yeah, this is good.
Woo, okay.
Yeah. And the planets are just crazy lately. So if you're feeling a little bit of extra wobble about everything, whether it's finance or relations, there's a little extra wobble going on. I don't know how to describe it any better than that, but yeah. It is like, for some of us, the earth below our feet feels a little unsteady. Things are like, this is a little weird. It's because it is a little bit weird. Cosmically, astrologically, super weird. All right.
All right,
Water for me.
Thanks. I need this for sure. Did good last year. Hoping for even better.
Yeah, you're welcome. I think some people are going to be like in panic and fear mode, but those that are at the show and ready to be there are ready to be there, and it feels very strong. So go in strong.
I've been feeling off for sure. It's crazy. And Krista put this full moon last night was intense.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes I tell Phil that I feel rattlesnake mean. And he knows, you mess with the snake, you get the fangs. I feel rattlesnake mean. The other day I tell him, I feel like a two-headed rattlesnake. One that doesn't really want to bite you, but one that's going to take you down. And it was like crazy. That was the energy riding through it. It was like nuts. So yeah, the energy's been wonky, to say the very least. Okay.
All right, next up is Sin.
Okay.
Let's see. Will I rekindle things with my ex? He's always in my dreams.
Oh, sweetie, he wasn't the one that got away. He was not the one that got away.
Elizabeth, you're next.
There's something about the energy or the way you felt in his presence that's really good that makes you long for that, but you're not going to go back to that. Will you rekindle things with your ex? This is him refusing the big overflowing love, and if you look at these lovers, one of them is stabbed in the heart there. It's really, really it's hard to let go of something that felt so good in the beginning that has shifted. You could wait forever and a day. This is usually the Santa Fe burger, and I say, trust it. You order your hamburger, and the waitress brings you your burger. But this one feels like you could wait forever and a day. Defending, resilient, and holding to what was past doesn't serve you. It makes your heart ache even more. There is a refusal to see that needs to be. What's going on with the bigger cup is what's coming in new love. And you're trying to put an overlay of new love on an old relationship. It doesn't serve. It doesn't serve. You're holding on too tight. You're protecting your heart out of hurt, rather than moving forward with something. Same deck, second deck. What does she need to know? It doesn't look like rekindling is there. I want to just get Snoopy for a minute. Put these aside. If she allows herself to move forward and let go, If this is a chance that she could allow this to come through for her, what would she see? Really super hard for you, but do it. Really super hard for you. Do it. Really super hard for you. Because the new love that needs to come in. This needs to be the lesson. The experience needs to happen. This is the same as what this is over here. But this one doesn't feel as painful. This one feels like you've gotten through the crazy. You've faced the fear. Now it's time for you to be more emotionally independent, more calm, and carrying on forward. Not carry back. Not that. We've got the Eight of Pentacles. It's going to take some work in the conscious thoughts. You know the truth of the situation. Sometimes the breaking up is hard to do is really just the truth of the situation. And it feels like some breakups, you break up with this person and you always have a soft spot in your heart for them, or even some people can be friends with their exes and do just fine. That might be the situation, but it doesn't feel like you can go back and rekindle what was once there. It doesn't feel like that at all. The Five of Swords, subconsciously, it's time to leave the battlefield. Right here, you feel isolated and lonely when you're in relationship with this person, and sometimes you want to pretend it's not that way, but that is what it is. Now, what we have here in the recent past is the Nine of Swords. Too much anxiety, too much stress. The Knight of Wands wants to charge forward. You're almost ready to do it, but it's going to take a little bit of time. This is what you're going for now. Put that one down. Let me show them this. Two of Cups. If you can go into something new where there's equal offering, then you can build something new and you can set that other burden down. You can use what the burden has been for a better lesson, a smarter lesson going forward for the lovers. What else do we have to clarify? Anything else?
But thank you so much. We had a lot of 8th and 12th house synastry, so it's hard.
Yeah, and you might be one of those rare couples that the ex is like somebody that remains on a more than congenial, kind of friendly thing that you would try and look out for each other in life if your paths were to cross in a different way. But yeah, you need to take the lead. This is what needs to happen. The new start needs to happen with a different inspiration, a different energy. Different kind of symmetry needs to be allowed to come in, and a complementariness that needs to come in. This is what I'm getting. I wouldn't rekindle this, and I don't even think you have room to be too mad at this person, even though it didn't quite work. It's just some lovers are better relegated to the friend zone, and then you get to move on, and it feels like that's kind of what needs to happen in this. That's what I got, honey. That's complete.
Ooh, wow.
Yeah. Yeah. And if it felt differently, I'd be telling you differently. Because every once in a while, that question comes up and it's like, oh my gosh, yeah, go give it another try. But that wasn't the energy in here. And if it was, I would tell you. I don't get anything either way. It's you that has to trust your higher self. But if you know you've been through it and it's time to move forward, it's time to move forward.
Thank you so much. I will let go.
Yeah, you are welcome. Good luck, honey. Good luck. Good luck.
All right, we have Elizabeth and then Krista. You'll be after
Okay.
Elizabeth. Elizabeth, will Rima, I hope I said that right,
Okay.
contact me?
Elizabeth, will Rima contact you? I want the Tarot of the Idols here. Hang on. This is just too packed and stacked with too many cards, and I've got one in here that is wrong shade. Second deck. Two in there that were wrong. Okay. Will they contact you? Will Rima contact you? There's something about settling down, settling down. Settle down. Settle down. Just settle down. Settle down. Okay, Mo is in the house. Mo is my guy that does that thing with the post-it notes. And she's kind of giggling. And the settle down, she's laughing behind the post-it because she would have written it if I would have given the time. But I caught it. And she's like holding that post-it like, settle down, settle down. Will this person contact you? Yeah, the answer is yes, but it's going to be delayed before they reach out. This is the Hanged Man. There needs to be a change in perspective, and then the Two of Cups comes in. I'm getting that the answer is yes, but you need to wait for a bit. And it might not look like what you want it to look like. Don't be the beggar for the crumbs. You need to be the one that realizes you have the wealth to give. You have abundance. You need to leave something behind about the situation regarding the lovers. And yes, I Sharpied close on this one. You're leaving something unfulfilling behind. So by the time they reach out, it might be that you've gotten over it or that you want something different. Anything else she needs to know? You don't want to let go yet. You're not ready to see different, but the different perspective is coming. 10 of Wands. Yeah, you're going to see something more as a burden and not necessarily the smartest choice. There's something that's going to happen. What's going on with this? Why is this? You're going to learn how to cover your ass, babe. This is Sneaky Pete the Thief. You've given and you've given and you've given and you gave and you gave and you gave. Yeah, I'm getting a song. And you gave and you gave and you gave. It feels like you've given everything you can give to this, and the anxiety may not be worth the price of admission. They will reach out. I don't know if anything else is going to come through on this. I think that there's an old pattern that needs closed out, frankly, and I don't know that you're ready to close it out just yet. It might be for you that you need to have an encounter or a conversation, some kind of thing where you can say goodbye a little easier. And it might be that this is really, really difficult. It feels like when they reach out, it's not going to be like the reunited and it feels so good. It's not going to be reunited and it feels so good. No.
But God, that is so true.
So be careful. You know the difficult truth already. This is a card. If somebody says, third party betrayal, and they say that too fast, and I don't even know if you can, third party betrayal is the meaning of that card, but it's only one meaning. When we betray our own self, we forget to put ourselves as priority. We ignore the truth that is the painful truth that we already know, and that is when we betray ourselves, and that's no good. So we've got to be really aware. When we have truth, that's knowledge, that's wisdom, that our heart knows and our head knows too, and we choose to ignore it, it's like ignoring the red flags. If you ignored a detour and the road was all torn up and you just ignore the roadwork sign and the detour, and pretty soon your car is going bump-a-bump-a-bump, pretty soon you are el fucto. So don't ignore this. Yeah, that's the technical term, fucto.
El
fucto. Yeah, pardon my Spanish. That's what I got. This is Tarot of the Idols or Idols, however you want to call it. And it's IDYLLS. And I have two of them. It's a cute little deck.
If you only knew how on target you are.
Good luck. Good luck. I really do want people to find happiness and love and all of that. But sometimes we have to go through a few lessons first or through a few relationships to learn first. I certainly did. I certainly was thick as a brick sometimes. You betcha. So it took me a while. You know, a while. But yeah. Am I happy now? Fabulously so. So yeah. All right.
Okay, Ange. Okay, give me a pose with the shirt. You gotta get the shirt down. Hold on.
He's like laughing like, Did you catch that or no?
I kind of got it, yeah.
The girls are good. No worry.
The girls are good.
No worry.
Okay. Okay.
All right.
Yeah, let me show you real quick here.
Oh, sure. He's going to show me. I'm going to look like the biggest dork.
No. Brandy sent that.
Awesome. Thank you. Wow. I am looking very magical in that. You can show everybody.
That was cool.
It's like I have magical hands. Woo! Super magical.
That is way cool. Okay.
Thank you, Brandy.
Okay, we have
Okay.
Krista.
Okay.
Okay, Krista. Let me just go back a little bit. Gotta go back, Ange. Spirit-led, a message from Nell.
Oh.
Clara, you'll be next.
We can get a message from Nell. Nell is one of my guides. She's very kind of fairy-esque. Let me see if we can find one of the decks that she likes. Go in here. Go in here. Where else do we have? Okay. All right. Okay. These are the ones that Nell typically prefers, but lately I've been getting some more that are kind of forest fairy. This one is the one that I told you I was getting a second one of. She likes this deck a lot. Go here. Spirit-led. Why are we getting this? Okay, we're getting 3 decks for you, sweetie. So, okay, that's what we're doing. Get these little buggers out of the way. So the Steampunk Fairy, the Fae Tarot, and I think this is the Forest Fairy. So we're going to start with the order they came in. This one, and then this one. What does she need to know? There's something about whimsy, playfulness, and pink, and they're like a bell, not Tinkerbell, but the color of pink and a bell. It is a small bell sound that's coming through. Victory and transformation and letting go. Death. There's victory that comes forward after this. This is huge for you. You know what this is about, sweetie. This is like the butterfly that has to get out of the cocoon. And I didn't know this before, but I was watching somebody on TikTok that was so excited about monarchs and butterflies, and it was this husband and wife, and the wife was talking. She was talking about how they hang in this J position, this very kind of crazy position, and they're anchored. But even if the chrysalis falls, it'll be okay if it's allowed to harden, and then the butterfly naturally comes out of it. So it takes a little bit, and it feels like there's been a disruption in the force that is to do with this death and transformation card, and that you are working your way out through that, and the victory is really, really close. The victory is all through June, all through July, all through August. There's 3 months coming in here. What do we got here? Oh yeah, oh yeah. The Two of Wands. It's going to get better in July and August coming up. These are coming through 2 timestamps for me to ignore. The Hermit's coming in here. This is the dark night of the soul. So it's going to be hardest June, July, and August to get this transition going. You're still letting the goo dry off the wings, so to speak. Page of Swords. You've witnessed something and seen something, observed something. You know the truth. You're carrying it forward. Now, how do you want to communicate it? This one sometimes gets nailed for harsh communication or gossip or swirly things, but you know what you know, what you know. Your beliefs are your beliefs, and you know what you know. And sometimes there's room for growth and expansion in there. It feels very much that way. Now, this is going to go this way. Very trippy indeed. 3 of Swords. Yeah, the pain that is in the heart. We just saw this card, but this is a different representation. The painfulness on the heart, the painful truth of what you cannot go back and get again is hard, but you need to move forward still, and that's what this page knows. Show those two. Then justice is coming in. There will be a balancing of this. There's karmic lesson and growth, and there is a balance coming through on this. This is a karmic lesson coming through. All right, we're ready to go to the next deck. Okay.
She said, I
This is the
completely
justice.
feel it.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure. I am sure. Okay, we're going to the next deck, and we're going to see what's coming through here, and then we're going to take it through here. You need to slow it down and listen sharp. Slow it down and listen sharp. You need to get quiet in the environment around you a little more, and that's not always easy to do in the summertime, but it is what needs to happen. Moon time is good time for you right now. Even if the moon is a crazy big moon. Even if astrology is a little wacky. The coolness, once the moon comes up, that's when you get clarity. It's when you let go. It's when you're comes through. Busy. 6 of Pentacles. This is one where you're giving. Now, if you look at this, it's coming right near this Justice card over here. But look, Justice with the scales, 6 of Pentacles. You are weighing and figuring out where do you want to put your resources? Where do you want to put your energy? And this is why you need the quiet, because these little bastards are mosquitoing you to death. There's lots of different things pulling at you, at your time, at your energy, at your plans, blah, blah, blah. So you need to just get calm and chill and then create the plan. Not so much in the conflict and not so much in the competition. Whenever that enters in, it's just bonkers time.
But that's so true. I spent hours in the full moon last night.
Yeah. Spend the time where it just gets you clear, crystal clear. Ace of Swords here. It's when the blade fans out, when the truth fans out, when things open up. This is gorgeous. Will you show her this? Absolutely gorgeous. And then you have here, this is kind of a crazy rendition of it, the 8 of Cups and an octopus. August is going to be better for you. I don't know what to tell you on that. Lately, I'm seeing octopuses and 8s and August colliding. And you know what I'm talking about on this. Many things that you're doing, many challenges that you're doing. You need to set some of it down. You need to choose the cups that really apply, and you need to be figuring out how to get back in flow. There's a new version of you that unexpectedly showed up because of recent life challenges, and you can't go back to the old version of you anymore. The new version of you is learning how to inhabit itself. Okay, what else is going on here? Corners. 2 in the corners, 2 in the corners. Now, this is one of Nell's favorite decks. She finds the octopus really funny. What do you got, Nell? She really finds it funny. She is showing me hopping from cup to cup. Now, Nell always comes in like kind of very water sprite, but she's showing me hopping from cup to cup, cup to cup, cup to cup. Choose your favorites. Hop from cup to cup. Choose your favorites. Choose your favorites. No, the others don't matter. No, you don't win more for hopping more cups. Choose your favorites. Cup to cup. There's like 3. 2 to 3. 3. A triangle. 3. 3 is what you need. 3 is what you need. Don't know what that's about. Okay. All right. I was asking her, can I go now? And she like gives me the nod. I'm like, okay, all right. So if you haven't been in and seen me work with my guides, well, that was that. Well, here we go. Here we go. Leave the battlefield behind. The one great sword matters so strongly right now. You know the truth. You know the truth. She loves this. Oh, Cup to Cup, Ace of Swords. This is the playful representation of it, but this is the mental representation of it. Then here, what do we have? The King of Coins. There is something that weighs you down that is too heavy. You need to let go. I know I'm not running your budget and running your world, but you need to do something a little frivolous, because whatever is security and whatever feels like security, and I know things are tight and crazy and economy and all that, but you need to have a little bit of frivolousness just to lighten up a little bit, because this one is coming in a little too heavy, a little too like kings in the counting house and just coins everywhere stacking to block the door. So if you're just doing what feels secure or just work, you're gonna drive yourself mad. Stop that. You know the truth of it. You need to cut some of this shit out. Now what's going on down here? Nella's referencing Lucy. There's something about music that needs to come in, the tinkling the bells, and there's something that needs to come in. And this is coming in, this color of, this is like very Lucy-esque. Color of this character, very Lucy-esque. You need to have those two worlds work together. The priestesses and the mer world, the mermaid world, the Avalon and Lemuria connection needs to be more understood. I think I've referenced this book before. What is it called? Crap. I'll try and find it by Monday and have it in the room. But it connects Avalon and Lemuria. It connects them both, and there is a connection that is very strong between those two. There's a cooling of all this heat and the raw emotion. You know when you cry so much that your face gets hot and red from snotty cry that you need to have, but you're so hot, and now you're suddenly hot, you've worked something out of your system. This is what's going on. Catalyst and catharsis, this is coming through strongly. The ache needs to be let go of somehow. Whatever is the ache of the mind and ache of the heart, you've carried far enough. It doesn't mean you have to be forgetting or anything like that, but lost in the grief does not help. It's time to allow transformation to happen, to move through. It doesn't mean you're leaving anything behind. You're learning to connect differently. You're learning very much to connect differently. Tinkling bells, tinkling bells. Tinkling bells is messages from the other side for you, whether it's wind chimes or just light bell, light chimes. This is what's coming through. This is why you need to be still and be quiet. You'll hear it and you'll wonder if you actually really heard it, but you will hear it more than one time. It's trying to come through. Messages from the other side trying to come through. There's something, this portal that you're meant to walk through. This is Four of Wands, 1111, synchronicity. Walking through weddings, graduations, birth, vacation. Again, a little bit more play needs to come through for you. And then we have the King of Swords. He's become too stoic, too stone. This is cautionary here. The next 3 months are going to be tough. You need to move forward. Honor your emotions, but honor your logic. Also, don't take that yet. Honor the logic and the emotions, but don't become too stone. Don't become frozen in time, locked in time. Allow yourself. If somebody had something go wrong in their garden, they wouldn't just say, screw the rest of the garden, it's not going to bloom. If somebody had something that took them off track, they wouldn't just say, well, I give up, I'm never getting back on track. No. And they wouldn't just be stuck in it. This is like moving forward a little bit at a time, and you can think your way through this and feel your way through this in a way that is more balanced.
But I hear it often, going to a wedding on the 21st.
Good. That'll be good. There needs to be reason to celebrate again. Anything else in the center of this? Nell's got the giggles. Why you got the giggles? It's the giggle juice reference. It's the giggle juice reference. Some people would call giggle juice like if you're having champagne, bubbly, things like this at a wedding. The giggle juice reference, whatever you are drinking. And maybe you don't drink champagne. Maybe orange juice is your favorite thing. Around here they have like what's called a swig shop, and you can go get a cookie and a fancy pants soda with fancy pants Italian syrups in it, and everybody in Utah's wacko about it. But whatever is the juice or whatever is your comfort drink, that's a great thing to have. And you need to have the giggles again, returning again. Then you have the Six of Wands. There's victory in that. There's comfort in that. That's what I'm getting. Anything else? No. The giggle juice is right. And reference the octopus one more time. Show her this one more time. She'll understand. That's complete.
Put
Wow.
tequila, LOL.
Oh, tequila. Nice. Nice. Yeah,
Woo.
that's what I got for you. And this is some of what I consider to be Nell's favorite decks. And Nell has a lot of favorite decks. She's very funny. So, all right. That's what I got.
Okay, Ange.
Okay. Yeah, and this is the one that I'm getting the duplicate of. And this is the one I have a duplicate of is the Steampunk Fairy deck. It's fairly new. The Forest Fairy or Forest Fae. I'll have to keep the box and show you guys later. And then this one is the Fae Tarot, and I think it's the F-E-Y, but it could be F-A-E. I don't know. But she really likes that one. So, okay. Let me get these back where they go if I can find
Okay,
it.
Ange. Wow.
Yeah, okay, Phil. Wow, okay. A lot of decks going on today. So many decks. All right. We'll just put these here and keep on rocking. Okay.
Okay, Ange.
All right.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
I need water.
Jeez. Let's see.
So, is there a question?
Yes, there was. Okay. Hold on.
Something is frozen. Technical difficulties. Please stand by. I don't know what he's doing over there, guys. I can't see the screen, but bear with me. I can drink some water and be fine.
I think it was Claire. Claire, are you still here?
Okay.
There she is.
Okay.
Claire, what was your question, real quick?
For
please.
Clara.
I'm trying to find it. I just scroll back. Oh, here we go.
Okay.
I got it. Clara, something spicy coming from Archie?
Oh, boy.
Nice.
Wow. Okay, where do we even want to go with this one? Give me just a second. Oh, you're going to love it. We've got the Freak Show Surface deck, the Freak Show Circus deck. I didn't name it. There's something spicy coming from Archie. Let's take a look. And do not tell me Archie's your cat. I won't believe it for a second. The answer is yes. Yes, yes, yes. A little bit of fun and games. We've got surprises in the Ace of Cups coming up big and strong right there. Then we've got the Ten of Swords. A little bit of, there needs to be a shift in the power dynamic. How do I say this and not get bananaed? Sometimes people are more domineering, and sometimes people are more submissive. That's all I can say. And what I can say is a switch of roles would do well. A switch of roles would do really well. This is not coming through like it normally comes through. It comes through as switching roles, and you have your game face on. Be ready for a new adventure. Be open to a new adventure within what feels right for your soul, of course. Right for what your boundaries are, of course. Honor that. You get what I'm laying down. I know you do. You get what everything is laying down on this one, you know. And yeah, allow yourself to be silly. Allow yourself to have some more fun. This is huge, huge, huge. This is nostalgia. This is, yes, something different, something fun, something that gets you more playful. Yeah. You got to go have some silly kind of fun, some fun together to be able to play and enjoy each other once again. King of Cups is coming through, and he's playing a little bit different too. He's off his head, so to speak. Like, look, he's holding a toast, but kind of off his head. Yeah, and then the Hierophant, allowing somebody to be strong and allowing somebody to really float through things a little bit differently. Now, this is the strongman in the circus act, but the things that are really amazing is what's the little details going on. Plan yourself an adventure. Plan yourself to have some fun. I showed this deck to my daughter, and she's like, that is just bonkers. It is bonkers deck. It really is. There is a bit of juggling coming through, and this isn't even the Two of Coins. This is the Nine of Wands. So if something feels like a burden, that's the wrong energy. If something feels like too much, it's the wrong energy. Shift it up, do something different. Like, the most benign way I can put this is, say that you always go out to the same restaurant. Maybe you always go out to the burger joint or the Mexican food restaurant or whatever. And say Archie says, hey, let's go out to Thai food. You better say yes. You better give it a shot. Try it out. Now, if it's something that you know Thai food is not going to do anything other than make you sick, you're going to have to come up with a solution that's fun but different. And you might say, Thai food? No. We're going to go for some kind of Italian bonanza, and it's not Olive Garden. We're going to something different. You need to energize this with a little bit of fun coming up. Then here's the Two of Cups. Yeah, there is fun coming. Fun. And it needs to be monkey business. Monkey see, monkey do. Very fun.
Clara will do.
Yeah, I can't keep reading this one. That is the most smut free I could make that. But yeah, if it's time to have a little bit of spiciness, fun, heat in the sheets, different kind of heat in the foods, whatever you want to call it, whatever it is, have a good time, play, and enjoy life again. Find the inner kid in you that likes to play and be silly and be a dork.
But oh boy, understand.
It's important to be a little bit dorky sometimes. Just saying. All right, we're gonna put this over here. Yeah, holy moly. Yeah. We're just gonna let that deck cool down. Wowza. Okay.
Krista would, yes, girlfriend, get some
Yeah,
for me.
it's good that, like, I think there's a Decameron deck or something like that that is like, I'm never gonna get it because it's so obscene, but it's like, that's what that one felt like a little bit. Too much.
I used to have.
We have the Lovers deck, but we don't have the. There's one, I think it's, I don't know if it's the Decameron or what, but there's one that's just
Where's
like.
the one that we
rude.
called the freaking.
Oh.
The Dick deck.
The D deck, the big D energy, everything in it is phallic.
Everything
phallic.
was phallic.
It
phallic.
is- it
we
is-
used it for a little bit and then.
It's the Celtic Tarot
Yeah.
by Christopher Hughes, and it's very masculine. Like the King of Wands is sitting on a bright orange wing of a throne. It's just like.
And what was that the same one where he's just sitting there and like
Yeah, there's one guy that's like,
hanging
hello.
hanging Johnson there. Hello.
Yeah, you're not going to get me kicked off the channel. Let's just change the subject, all right? But yeah, that deck, you don't want that one around kids because they will start asking you questions like, shouldn't he have something on? Where's his britches? That kind of thing. All right.
All right, Clara said, thank you. Hope I made your day.
You did. That was a fun read. But it doesn't have to be taken all that seriously. If all you're doing is going to like the state fair and getting cotton candy and that gets you in a more playful headspace, that's going to serve you well. You'll know what you need to do.
Okay, Ellie. Any fix in the future for me and B? We're going to end in 15 minutes.
Ellie, fix in the future for you and B. We're going to go to the Witch's Garden Tarot. And this one, I got and instantly called Phil and said I need a second one of this. I now have 4 of them. One of them's in a tin. But I love this deck, the Witch's Garden. Anything for Ellie and B? Anything you need to know? I'm getting it's not about him. It's about you understanding that you're the one with the power in this dynamic. This is the King of Pentacles. This is the one that usually supports the other's play all the time, all the time. This is the one that backs him up. This is King of Pentacles, knows what he's doing, knows how to ground things. But it's not about him, it's about you. It's about you. There's a shift in the role. There's something that you need to choose to be more assertive about for yourself. A little bit of flex. Okay, you can show that. Little bit of flex. We've got nostalgia going on here. I'm not loving that. Queen of Wands needs to be a little more territorial. It's like these two elements need to be about you, not about you and them, but about you. There needs to be a little bit of time where you're going introspection, looking things. Time alone actually serves. Time apart actually serves. Nostalgia here is still, I'm not loving it. I'm not loving that one little hot minute. Now let's see, this is how this came out. Let's see what's going on across the top here. The Fool. Fool usually comes in and means new start, new beginnings, and not being foolish. But this, I'm getting too strong of a caution. Be aware. You know how to honor yourself best. There is no need to play the fool for this. There's no need to abdicate your power or your role or what's going on. You need to hold your boundaries strongly. You need to be territorial, and you need to know what you know and know who you give audience to. This one comes in with that a lot lately. This is the Queen of Wands. When she arrives, that's when the party starts. When she sits and allows people to approach and have her time and her presence, she knows the gift that she's giving them. That's not ego. That's just she knows. And she knows what she wants is just and it's absolute.
Doing that time apart and introspection now.
Yeah, you need to have more rewards in your cups. So you're taking this time, and this is like the 7 of Cups where you have all of these choices, and what do you really want? What do you prioritize? What do you value? Let's see what's coming in here. Because whenever there's 7 of Cups, that's too many choices, spread too thin. And these two together are like nostalgia, rose-colored glasses. It's just falling for potential instead of seeing what's right in front of your face. And you can love someone and love their potential, but if they aren't ever living up to it and you're the one doing all the investing, you're going to just be drained dry and it's not going to be good. Wow. We've got the Page of Wands, the Death card, and the Knight of Wands coming in. The Queen of Wands really needs to honor the boundaries. That's what needs to happen. You need to get real clear and crisp about what your boundary and your territory is. And if this person doesn't deserve to have audience there again, then don't give it to them. Death and transformation. You putting those boundaries in really, really strongly is going to serve you. You stay grounded and take care of yourself first.
Been spread too thin for me with work and life.
I think you're going to go to something completely transformative and different. I don't know that this B is going to be involved in it at all. You've got the Magician and Death after this Fool comes in feeling so foolhardy. This is something that's majorly transformed. You have the magic to do it, the ability to manifest what is better for you in your life. And it's not so much about the relationship energy. It's about you knowing what is the boundary for you, what works for you, and doing. And now it's time to do what's best for you. That's just plain and simple. And now you do what's best for you. That's complete.
Woo!
Yeah, that came in a little bit differently, but hey, what comes through is what comes through. Yeah, gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. And this is the Witch's Garden Tarot, and you can get it in a tin. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. And this one, I didn't keep it up in my cards because I want to go throw it in my purse. And yeah, I already have a tarot deck in my purse, but I think I need one more. I know. And the other one is Pamela Coleman Smith Centennial. That's a good one. Good workhorse of a deck. So, okay.
And she said thanks.
You're welcome, honey. You are
All right.
welcome.
In case you've joined us a little late, these are Angie's decks.
I love tarot, guys. I love
around.
it. I love me some tarot. You'll see me reading duplicate or triplicate. When I get nosy on Monday, you'll see 20-something cards in here. If you get a full reading, then we're getting 9 over here, 9 over here, 5 in the middle, 3 up top, 3 up top, and sometimes some on the bottom, and sometimes even nosier still. And however many decks it takes is however many it takes. But you'll also see duplicate imagery come through. And when you see duplicate imagery come through in my reads, it's the universe saying, hello, neon sign. So pay attention to that when that happens if you get a read from me. All right.
Okie doke, Ange.
Yep, yep, yep.
And I did tell you she said thanks.
You're welcome, honey.
Okay, cool.
Good luck. You are welcome.
Right, Mick.
Nick or Mick?
Mick.
Okay,
With an
Mick.
M. She's asking, which man is better for me? Ricky, Giovanni, or Omar? Sorry. Omar.
Ricky, Giovanni, or Omar. We're going A, B, C. Ricky, Giovanni, or Omar. A, B, C. All right. Sassorabito. Okay, this is what we're going to see. Person A. Person B. A lot of ego in here. Person C. Worth the work, but it's a struggle, but worth the work. This one gives a true rendition. Worth the work, worth the work. We've got 5 of Wands, Page of Wands, and Knight of Swords. Bring some kind of truth really big in this one. In this one, person B, we've got the 10 of Pentacles, maybe better set, but a lot of ego in here. This is coming through more like a king energy than the Page. Even though it says Page, it feels king in his most egoic way. This is what's coming through on person B. Be mindful of this. Be mindful of this. This might be a little bit of a cautionary narcissistic traits, not full-blown narcissism, but a little bit of too big of an ego going on. The traits sometimes aren't so good. Strength over here, King of Cups over here. Now, if this were me choosing, I would choose this one. This one might be a little bit more abrasively truthful. This one has the Strength card. It says, follow the gentle nudge. It's got the Major coming in big for Major Arcana. King of Cups knows how to keep calm and carry on. This is Big Kahuna. This is the energy, the most compassionate king, where the ups and downs of the waves don't throw him. He's just chill. And then the 6 of Wands, victory, victory. Person A. You see the cards. You're dealing with the people, not just the energies on a random quickity-quick tarot read. But that's the one I'd go for. That's the one I'd tell my sisters to go for. That's the one that would weather the storm. Okay, enough said.
Wow, Ange.
Yeah. Yeah, you can ask the tarot about anything, and I can tell you what my take on it is. But you guys need to trust your own highest intuition. Always, always. And any tarot reader tells you they're right 100% of the time, lying. Any tarot reader that tells you, yeah, trust your own higher self, they are telling you to trust and rely on your own intuition, not your emotion, not some kind of crazy-ass Lulu dream, but your intuition, your higher self, okay? All right.
All right, but thank you so much.
You are welcome.
Crystal put King of Cups can ride the waves.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. And the strength card coming through. There is a gentleness coming through here. He might not be as flashy exciting as some of the others, but solid. That's what I'm getting on that one. All right.
Okay, Ange.
Okay.
We can do a couple more.
All right, but the voice is
Crystal's
starting
gonna
to
be
go,
up.
so we're
Yeah.
going to have to be a little careful.
Crystal's up. Our Crystal.
Our Crystal, yay!
Did I make right decision about how I went about things? Went with my mom.
Did you make the right decision about how you went about things with your mom? I'm thinking you did. We are going Dream Within a Dream cards for you. Yeah. Yeah, this is the Chariot going ahead. And the Moon, this was feeling like there was confusion and kind of mixed emotion and a little bit tricky to get to the depth of something. But this is a card of intuition, even though it's challenging. The Eight of Cups is coming through. Something that wasn't fulfilling or something that wasn't working had to be left behind. And the Chariot, the motion that you've taken, the action that you've chosen, the way you've gone about it. Yes, it's been right. You need to bring more balance to something and less deception. And that doesn't mean somebody's straight up lying or anything like that, but it means that something is misunderstood. There's a misunderstanding, and maybe that's never going to be understood in the way it needs to be, but the moving on needs to happen. Now, what else is going on that you need to know? Wow. A little bit of territorial stubbornness and fever dreams coming in. Queen of Wands, when she's feeling reversed, it's like somebody getting a fever. Somebody's like, you know, when you have a fever or you're just too hot and you're bitchy and cranky? This is like fever dream energy. Somebody's got like fever dream energy. This is like fever where things are overheated. Stubbornness comes in a little too strong here. Things were out of balance with the Two of Coins and they needed balance. Sun was shown on this. Brought into the sun. And it's important. Your highest self over here. This feels like you. This feels like her. I don't know why it feels so distinctly that, but it does. Let's see what we got going on in these cards. Oh, yeah, sweetie. Oh, yeah. We got the anxiety and stress and worry about this. And sometimes, what do they call that? It's when you really love someone and it's maybe enmeshment is a little too harsh, but you're tangled up and ruminating because it's just been too harsh. And there is anxiety and stress because it's a relationship that you value. But Six of Swords, your peace needs to come first. There needs to be priority. You've done the best that you can do. Probably she has too.
I couldn't handle the hypocrisy and betrayal anymore, and I got really mad.
Yeah, this is a feeling like parting of the ways for a while is going to serve. Does it mean no contact forever? No, but it means transformation has to happen on her side. Whatever the role is and the way that she shifts. Our moms are our moms, and they always think they know best for us, but they always don't. Like, how many times have I thought I know best for my daughter? Because I'm her mother. Of course, I should know best. And how many times has she been smarter than me and done it her own way and learned a different kind of a lesson, but done just fine? There's death and transformation that's happening. When we outgrow, like I remember having to tell my own mom, Mom, I'm just not taking that guilt trip. I just don't take that train anymore. And my mom just looked at me like, what? Yeah, that's what I told her. And that has to come into play sometimes. Empress is over here on your side. You're calling to your higher self. And the star and the hopes and dreams are right in the center for both of you. It feels like there will be a reconnection down the track, and it doesn't feel soon. So whatever was said, whatever was overheated, whatever went down, whatever was said, you need to move forward on your path very independently for a while. Allow things to settle down, calm down, cool down. There's been instability. And maybe I'm out of line here, but what I'm getting is not just instability. A lack of accountability is coming forward on this side. A lack of willingness to see from outside this fever dream perspective. There's a stubbornness that's here that's not ready to let go of. And we get older, and sometimes we do get dug in our ways, but that happens. So be patient, but also independent.
That's what I had to get through to her.
Yeah. You made the right move. You made the right choice that was right for you. And you have to do what's right for you, for your own peace, for your own sanity. And whether your parents or your partners or your friends or whoever, you need to do what's right for you. And inherently, we know what's best for ourselves. And you need to honor that. To thine own self be true. Absolutely. Judgment card. Boom. This is what you're choosing to do. And the sun is on it. It's fully illuminated. You're understanding it from a different perspective than she is capable of right now or willing to right now. Give her time. All right, that's
no
what I've
more
got.
guilt trips is a big thing.
Yeah. Well, my mom said to me of her mother, and this is my grandma who, it was a different relationship with your grandma, and I named my daughter after this grandma, but she said that she got along better with her mother after her mother had a stroke because her mother wasn't talking, and critical. And there was so much of a dynamic there for such a long period of time that my mom probably would have been triggered or a little bit defensive no matter what. But my grandma, I saw through a different lens, right? And after she had her stroke, speech was not as easy for her, so she had to choose her words more carefully and sometimes couldn't construct them in the same way as she had beforehand. And it made a difference in their relationship. So who knows? Who knows when it sorts itself out? But you've made the right choice for your growth, for you moving forward.
I had to advocate for myself.
It's really hard because we always want to have good intentions for our family members. I mean, we feel like we want to do that, but sometimes we put our needs below someone else's and it's way too costly. That's not how it's supposed to be. So, yeah, you be true to yourself, sweetie. That's what I got.
Woo. Okay, Ange.
Yeah, I know. Broken record on that. But, hey, it's the message that comes through. What's coming through is what's coming through. So, yeah.
Alrighty, Ange.
All right.
Good deal.
Good deal.
Right. I think that might be it for
I think
us,
that might
Ange.
be it. Should we do one for the collective real quick?
Do a collective, Ange.
Let's do a collective and then we can say goodnight. We're going to go the mind's eye. This is Lucy's favorite deck.
Crystal said thank you.
You're welcome, honey. What does the collective need to know tonight? I'm getting crickets, and there's no crickets outside chirping, but I'm getting crickets. There's something that comes through in the quiet after the battle is done. We need to choose stillness, stillness. This is a stalemate that's going on. Fate needs to be allowed to have some divine timing to kick in. There's something going on with this. What rises, falls, this is karma and cycles, and we need to allow the cycle to be able to move. It is like, a water wheel, a paddle wheel that's water wheel. The water pushes it forward, but you have to have a certain weight to push the wheel forward, to go forward, to go forward. Yeah, that's what's coming through. Fool card, the new start isn't as far away as we think. The death and transformation, the Fool, and then the death and rebirth. This is a gorgeous way to see it. And then the King of Swords. There is truth coming in. There is strategy. There is clarity that's coming in. And it's being done piece by piece. Now, this Wheel of Fortune. Fortune usually favors the bold and whatever is going on. Fate comes in, steps in. This is where I say the safecracker would dial in the third number. We still have a few things to go through. We're not quite here yet. What else is going on? Same deck, second deck. What else do we need to know? Let's just be patient. Be patient. Listen for the crickets. Listen to the subtle sounds. Listen to the subtle things listen to what's going on underneath. We need to tune into the quantum a little bit more. What I mean by that is tune into the field. The subtle energies need to be honored a little bit more. Pay close attention. Justice is coming. Ooh, the Queen of Swords is here. There's all kinds of swords of truth coming through here. Justice and the Queen of Swords are making a deal. It's like the higher realms are bringing a karmic lesson in. Justice is making a deal. The Queen of Swords is here to say, cut the shit. This needs to cease. This over materialistic aspect in certain things, or this greedy king comes in. Sometimes when this comes in and it's off kilter, this is what's coming in. Greedy king and a transformation that begins. Death and rebirth. The Page of Cups. There is something new that comes from the emotional heart of us. Now, at first it looks like stinky fish tea. It looks like, what the hell am I getting this fish for? This is not what I asked for. But what's coming through with that stinky fish tea is something of substance, not just the emotion, but something we can really sink our teeth into, be nourished by. What else is coming through? Wow. All right. Something about the August energy is coming through here. Now, I know it's not an 8, but it's the sun, and it is huge, huge August energy. Look for sunflowers as the thing. This comes up on the sun a lot. That you typically see the baby on the horse with the sunflowers, da-da-da. It's the happiest card in the deck. We are on our way to more happiness. The anxiety will be reduced. And what has been foolishness has been witnessed and observed, and there will be harsh communication going. So if you can, in your endeavors, in your doings and interactions with others, communicate truthfully but not harshly. I tend to be quite blunt, you might have noticed. Sometimes that means my foot is in my mouth and I need to owe somebody an apology. You'll know how to apply this in your own world. But this is coming in happy, happy, happy. It's on its way. It's taking a little bit of time. Be aware. There's building blocks. Something else is happening. Feels like that for every card that I've laid down, there's an invisible card going across here, building up something, building up something. So the foundation is being laid right now, and then it gets easier to build on top of, build on top of. And what we are not seeing in the quantum is being built also. So there's plenty in the field, behind the scenes, on the divine side of the realm, that is being done in our favor to help us through this difficult time. That's what I've got. That's complete.
Wow.
Yeah, that's gorgeous. And Lucy is all over this, particularly here. Particularly here. Yeah, loving it. That's what I've got. All right, I think that's it for today.
Wait, one more real quick.
Oh, okay.
Just one more.
Okay.
Vivian, our Vivian.
Okay, Vivian.
Her daughter's here.
Hi, Vivian's
My
daughter.
daughter Jessica wants to know if she's making the right choices in her life right now.
Let's look at the fate shifters for that. 1 second. Get these to the side.
One more. This is it.
Yeah, I'm running out of room on the table. Fate shifters tarot. Her daughter wants to know if she's making the right decision on what?
In her life right now.
In her life. Vivian's daughter. Are you making right decisions?
She said
And what
hi.
do you need to know? Hi, hi. Are you making right decisions? Yes. The aces are always yeses. And what do you need to know? This is just yes. It's going to yield a reward. It's going to take some time. But yes. Justice is coming through, trying to balance the scales. The card of victory is coming through. And then the Two of Cups is coming through. Something that will bring kindred spirit, soul family, perfect pairing. This is coming up. Now, sometimes this is partners in business. Sometimes it's an actual romantic relationship. And other times this is like our sisters from the other misters. So you'll know which this indicates best. But yeah, there's victory and justice. There's a balance coming in. There is something. You are making right decisions. Now, does every decision my daughter make seem right to me, Vivian? No. Sometimes I have to like step off and let her do her thing and have her lessons. So be aware. She is wise enough to make choices that are correct. She's doing really, really well. These cards indicate that she's understanding how to balance. Take your time. Go slow. Slow, babe. Go slow. Honor the truth and stay in integrity with yourself. This is huge. It's the second ace coming up. That's a yes. Yes. Anything else she needs to know? We're going to, this one is like a fairy tale story deck. Anything else you need to know? I don't have a second of that. That's a gorgeous deck, but I don't have the second one of that. Why do I want to be in this one? I don't know. But this is like fairy tale story, woodland. The woodland tarot. King of Pentacles. What I'm getting is Shrek.
What?
I don't know why I'm getting Shrek. I'm getting Shrek. I don't know what's in the movie Shrek or if it's just the reference to the main character in Shrek, but that's what I'm getting. This is somebody that is very supportive of you coming in. This is, you need to know what it is that you're stacking your talents and your rewards and your gifts. You need to stack them for yourself, like in honor of yourself, honoring yourself, not in a selfish way, but honoring self is coming through strongly and support coming through here.
I've had a lot of positive energy lately with some deep depression too.
Yeah, you're
And
making the right choices.
Then you put my own worst enemy for Shrek.
Yeah, yeah. This is really, really funny, but it's honoring self that needs to come through. Honor your gifts, honor your gifts, honor your gifts, honor your gifts. Be in integrity with them. Take it easy, take it slow. Don't expect everything to happen all overnight. Just as long as you're making a little progress each day, you're going to get there. That's what I'm getting. And there's victory for it, for doing that. That feels very complete. That's what I've got.
So yes?
Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, there isn't one no in here. Yes, you're making right decisions a little at a time, a little time. And also realize that if we make a decision and then we want to change our mind because we have decided something new, that's okay too. This is called getting experience and making another decision, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what I've got.
All right, she put thank you, and
You're
Vivian
welcome.
put thank you so much.
You are so, so welcome.
All right, guys, that is
All right,
it.
guys, see you
Angie
Monday.
will see you on Monday, 11
o'clock,
a.m.
Utah time, paid readings. See you then.
Take care, everyone. Have a
Take
great weekend.
Yeah,
I'm home
enjoy
tomorrow.
the hell out of it, guys.
And then I'm back on the road.
All right.
Kim is here. Kim showed up a
Hey,
little bit
Kim,
ago.
hey.
Okay, guys.
All right.
Take care, everyone.
See you later.
See ya.
Bye-bye.